The east coast of Australia for 200 years has been the graveyard of ships great and small. From the ill-fated Dunbar to the coastal steamer Malabar, this treacherous rocky coastline has many times become final port of call. But on a hostile coast, one beacon has given unfailing guidance to the navigator for a century and a half. Today, the Macquarie Lighthouse on Sydney's South Head celebrates its 150th birthday. This, Australia's first lighthouse, was designed by convict architect Francis Greenway and built from locally hewn stone. In 1883, the structure was replaced following Greenway's original design. To celebrate the anniversary, a special 5-cent stamp has been printed. The lighthouse itself is also a scene of celebrations to mark the event. Providing a living link with the past are the Wetheralls, descendants of Sergeant Jeremiah Murphy, who supervised the building of the lighthouse. The Millers are descendants of architect Francis Greenway. Ian Cameron is the officer in charge at Macquarie Lighthouse. Commonwealth Minister for Shipping and Transport Ian Sinclair unveils a plaque commemorating the occasion, an event that reminds us of Australia's good record at sea. Marking the celebrations, vintage, veteran and other car clubs are represented. But the Macquarie Lighthouse was already 100 years old when most of these old-timers came off the assembly lines. The cars head for the Garden Island Naval Dockyard for the next event on the itinerary, an inspection of the Cape Pillar, one of 4 lighthouse tenders that act as roving nursemaids to 400 lights around Australia. Here, Captain Stan Herriot takes the Secretary of the Department of Shipping and Transport, Dudley Williams, and Regional Controller, Captain Taylor, on a guided tour. Cape Pillar is radar equipped and carries special lighthouse maintenance facilities. The commemorative reception is a return to the early days. The uniforms are those of the Imperial troops of the Prince Regent, a familiar enough sight in the time of Francis Greenway. A similar reception was held in December 1817 to commemorate completion of the light, and at it, Governor Macquarie presented Greenway with his emancipation. VIPs include Admiral Oldham, who's in charge of Captain Cook anniversary arrangements, Minister for Labour and National Service, Mr. Les Berry, Maritime Services President Brotherson and J.L. Waddy representing the Premier. At left, W.C. Wentworth, MHR. A birthday cake weighing 150 pounds, a pound for each year that the lighthouse has been in operation. As darkness falls, a traditional signal is given, and the Macquarie Lighthouse is floodlit for the first time. The celebrations recall the words of convict poet Michael Robinson, written about the then new light. And yon tall tower that with aspiring steep rears its proud summit o'er the trackless deep, the recent care of his paternal hand that long has cherished this improving land, through the dread perils of the stormy night shall shed the lustre of revolving light. Macquarie Lighthouse, typical of Australia's maritime vigilance to assure safety at sea.